We've talked about this resilience ranking and the findings are really quite interesting. I want to know, though, how does the impact of access to vaccines as well as the successful rollout of vaccines weigh into how the rankings come out?
Well, I guess in short, it's a little bit too soon to say. A couple of places, as you note, have really thrown their lot in with vaccinations and are going hell for leather and trying to roll out with varying results. That includes the US, the UK, where the outbreaks are particularly bad. Israel and the United Arab Emirates already have more than 20% of their populations inoculated. But what we found is that isn't yet enough to have much of an impact on their position in the resilience ranking, which brings 11 data points together, so not just vaccination, to gauge that really sort of essential thing of the best place to be to live and work right now in the COVID era. And that means that our top 10 hasn't changed a huge amount, despite the fact some of those places haven't even rolled out vaccinations yet. That includes number 1, New Zealand, which isn't starting to inoculate for a couple of months. Singapore already started, but nothing near the sort of scale that we've seen in Israel or the US. Number 2, and Australia at number 3 also hasn't started to vaccinate.
How do you see the ranking shifting going forward, and what do you expect to have the biggest influence on turning things around?
Well, we've added this new data point this month, which does really track the number of doses being given, so that vaccination impact. I do expect that to start to have an impact, but where we'll really be looking to see it is in deaths. Because if vaccination and inoculation is working, if you are starting to see herd immunity in a place, then you will start to see that in declining deaths. Cases might continue to grow because vaccines, interestingly, don't necessarily stop spread of the actual virus, but they do stop people from getting really sick, so easing up that burden on hospitals. So you will start to see, hopefully in the places that are really putting their lot in with the vaccination, an improvement in those deaths, mortality rates, hospitalisations, which should then lead to an easing up of the restrictions that are weighing them down in the ranking right now.